Hey y'all, I hope everyone's doing good. Yeah, I've had one of those days, you know what I mean? Yeah. I had none. I just had to laugh about the whole thing. So I had one of those days where truck running good, fine, no symptoms whatsoever. I get to work, no big deal. We went to lunch, and it's a super cold day today. And I had my truck warming up, ready to go into town, get some errands done, grab some lunch, and well, I didn't get to town. Didn't get nowhere near town. My truck decides to stop working, going down the road. So yeah, I was just about to get on the gas a little bit, speed up a little, and truck just kind of sputtering a little bit, a lot of it, and yeah, it's so I had to pull off to the side of the road. Engine quit running, so I had no brakes, no power steering. I'm trying to get this big truck up to the side of the road, and I went through and looked at under the hood, looked at a few things. Everything looked fine, normal. Tried to crank it over a few times, see what's going on, and it would start to run a little bit and then die. And it sputter out, misfiring. So yeah, there I was stuck on the side of the road, freezing my butt off. Like I said, it was a very cold day today. I'm waiting for one of my coworkers. He was nice enough to come down the road and pick me up, and I says, "Well, let's get you hauled off." And I had a tow strap in the truck, and I get it back to the shop. Now, at the shop, we build pro touring cars, so we're all mechanics. I'm the boss, and we're certified ASE mechanics. Well, I don't know if the boss is ASE mechanic. I know I got my certifications back when I went to long time ago in college. I got my ASE certifications. I believe the boss, he's just state certified. I don't know if he has any ASE. If he does, it's probably not the full course like they offer in school, in tech school. But I'm not positive. But anyway, so it's not uncommon to for us to, yeah, okay, we have problems with our vehicles. Everybody does, but it's not uncommon. We'll go through it, and we have the proper tools and the know-how, and not that we do it every day. Well, we do restorations and pro touring cars. So we take the older hot rods and turn them into pro touring cars. A lot of 70 Chevelles, the Chevelles, GTOs, the A bodies. But yeah. Anyway, so my truck, the battery died because cranking over and all that. And it's not uncommon. So we let it charge until our last break, and tried again. And so after work, it was about 5 o'clock. It gets dark out. I decided to change the O2 sensor because I carry a scan tool on me. It's always in the truck, so I have that, and it showed no detection in the second bank first sensor, which is the passenger side first sensor before the catalytic converter. There's no voltage reading. So, well, that connects to the ECM and controls the air and fuel, air fuel rate. Well, okay, that could be it, but usually it's not always the case. Usually go without O2 sensors, you just have crappy fuel mileage. Well, we changed it after work. That wasn't the problem. Okay, now our three of us were thinking, okay, it'll run for a little bit and sputter out like it's not getting gas. Now this process went through my head while I'm sitting there freezing my butt off. I'm thinking of all the issues: spark plugs, wires, fuel pump, fuel filter. Well, after a little bit of trying, about a half hour's worth of work, and we managed to pull the truck around and pull it into the shop. We ran a compression test on the fuel rail. Mine's a fuel injected truck, so we did a fuel compression, and it's supposed to be a compression of roughly 42 to 45, 46 psi of fuel. Well, we put the compression test on it and read about 5 psi. Right then and there, we're like, yeah, that's either a fuel pump or fuel filter. That immediately went right to that. There's no other options. There's no other issues that could cause that. So I keyed on. You can hear the fuel pump running. Okay, eliminated that. What's left? Fuel filter. So I don't have my truck with me. So when I get to work tomorrow, we're going to change the fuel filter on my truck and hope that that's the problem, which most likely will be, because I have never, since I have owned the truck, I never changed the fuel filter, sadly. Yeah, I'm a pretty good keeping up on my maintenance of vehicles and all my small engine stuff. I'm more of a small engine guy. I prefer that route, but yeah, it's yeah, I should change that. Usually, you want to change that in a gasoline vehicle, minimum of every 2 years, minimum. Now they say like 45,000 miles, something like that, they recommend. But in gas vehicles, no. Diesel is a little more often. Diesel is, I consider, a dirty fuel. It's a high maintenance fuel, so you'll tend to want to change that more. So yeah, that's where I stand today. I wanted to get so much done. I had to go into town and grab my insulin and some of my meds for my neuropathy, and wanted to grab that today and grab Christmas cards because I wanted to get Christmas cards out today. So, yeah, sorry, I did not get that done today. I know I was gonna send a few Christmas cards out to everyone, and want to get those out today so they're somewhat near Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, that didn't work out. So yeah, that was my day. But anyway, from that being said, I'm out here working. Actually, you know what? I want to show you all this. So as y'all know, I've been doing the home light and wanted to get all the pieces powder coated. Here's the original color, and I ordered some swatches to find the right powder coat. Well, here's the first one. I ordered a couple of them. I should have got more, but I was pretty dead set on the light blue metallic. This is a little different in the powder. I couldn't find the cross reference of the paint code Billy from Philly had found, so they couldn't match that for some reason. I don't know why, but the light blue metallic in the powder coat, yeah, the camera don't do it justice. This is nowhere near this color. So I ended up also getting a teal, because this looked more of a teal than a blue, which matches very, very close. Very close. The only downside, what the camera don't show, is this has a lot of metallic in it. This is a ultra teal metallic. It's so close, I would say yes, but I want to get this as close to the original as possible. So this swatch has way, way, way too much metallic in it. Way too much metallic. So, back to the drawing board and look, searching for that. Anyway, while I have the hammer in my hand. This hammer, by the way, is probably older than I am. This was my grandpa's. This thing is old. Original or no, I shouldn't say original handle, but the original handle he made. I mean, it's pretty beat up, but it works like really, really well. So I'm over here looking at this. I got some parts in the mail today for this ATV. Let's see if I get you tilt down. So yeah, I got the ATV jacked up really high today, like really high. I ended up getting the bushing kit for the swing arm. Only thing I'm missing is a bolt, and then there is a chain guide that I need to get. That I'm still waiting for, I should say. So, right now I'm trying to get the axle dropped down to where the swing arm part is down, so I can remove the old bushings. And I can put all the new stuff in, and then wait for the bolt and the chain guide. Well, I had it jacked way up. My back has been giving me some issues, probably from crawling under the truck. I got up under there. I loosened the bolt. Only thing that holds this up is one shock right in the middle here. You kind of see it in the camera a little bit, that shiny spot there. So I wanted to loosen up or get the nut off, which is a torque prevailing nut, and see if the bolt is loose enough to come out, which it is. So with that being said, I may get this thing back down, because when I take out that shock, that rear axle is going to drop. And not to mention it'd be extremely hard to get that bolt out, because all the tension of the weight is on that bolt of that whole rear end. So I want this down, probably not all the way, just enough to relax that shock. So we'll give that a try there. So I can get that bolt out if it's loose enough. We got enough tension off of it. Gotta knock that out. I would bring you down here, but I forgot my light at work, which is with my truck. Don't want to lose that nut. So there's really no point in bringing it down here. Plus it's way up there. down a little too much. Oh, you know what? I did notice this was pretty solid hammer. But it appears that the head's a little on the loose side. Might have to drive another wedge in there. Oh, what time we got on here? 15 minutes? Oh, we didn't do too bad. I know I blabbered too much. If you know me in real life, in person, I don't talk a whole lot. But for some reason, when the camera comes on, I can't shut up. And as Nick Pixel will tell you, I make hour-long videos sometimes. I was gonna go for the bottom bolt of the shock. The bottom of the shock. I was gonna get that loose, but that is tied in where I have to rip apart the whole rear end just to get to the bolt. Not the greatest design, but yeah, I'll just do the top one. It's just a nut and bolt. Pop it right out. My shoulder don't do that yet. Can't reach like that. I almost got it. There it goes. Grab the nut, put your nut and bolt together. Then put it in a place where you won't lose it, but still can find it. Very important. So, get that out. Now, when we jack this up, the rear end should stay down. Well, looky there. It does. Alright. So now we gotta get the swing arm pivot bolt out. The swing arm bolt. Oh, let's see. We need a punch. Well, this is a chisel, but that'll work. It's long enough. What I need is a lady finger. Those lady fingers are nice. Alright. Well, we're at a point where there's no tension on that, so that's a good thing. That slides right out. Now pull that out, that bottom part should fall right out. Yep, there we go. So when we jack this up, let's see what happens. Oh wow. See this is the bolt, the pivot arm bolt. This is the wrong one. It's way, way too long. And they had it, this was their spacer. Whoever did it before took an old nut, used it as a spacer. Like that. Okay, that's wrong. Wrong idea. Good idea, but wrong. And what will happen is what already happened. It pretty much destroyed itself. Alright. So yeah, that wedged itself in there. I gotta get a crowbar. crowbar, and then we can wheel that out. I already took off the chain off the rear sprocket just to give us a little bit more room. Only problem I see now, ouch, is the brake cables. But, well, now just the one brake cable to the foot pedal. Which I might be able to loosen up and take that one out. That one's fairly simple. Or not. I can't really unthread it like I want it to, simply because it's bent. So that's an issue there. Usually you can unscrew it and loosen up the tension of the cable by unscrewing these little wing nuts in back here, but whoever did this last really screwed them up. Didn't do a very good job. Puts a little more work on me, but let's see. Yeah, that's gonna fight me a little bit. Also, probably should talk to the customer and see if he wants to replace the gasket on their housing over here. With their oil pan. The oil side of it. And it's leaking all over my garage. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Yeah. Yeah, that thing just spins. I need to get the brake cable off. Well, that works. Let's go all the way forward. I need that thing like really loose. gotta go forward, all the way forward, in order to come out of the little slot that it's locked into. And it's Alright, I'm back. Every time my camera reaches like 25, 26 minutes, somewhere around there, it stops recording. I don't know why. There's plenty of room on my phone to store it. But I don't know. I'm not that much of a tech guy anymore. I used to be, but not anymore, where everything gets all crazy and it's hard to keep up with. So I just prefer the old school. There's nothing wrong with old school. Look how far it got us this far, you know. But anyway, managed to get the axle or the swing arm down, and now it's just a matter of taking the old stuff out, and I'll show you. I had the long bolt. The bolt's, about 12 inches long. Now, inside that swing arm, in the center of it, is a metal sleeve. Okay, that's where the bolt runs through to one side or the other, and hooks up and bolts the swing arm in place. Now, before that, two nylon bushings go on each end of the swing arm, and then capped off with a dust cap with a built-in washer in it. So you got a couple of those put on at the ends. I think they just fit right over this nylon bushing. Yeah, it kind of looks that way. Seals everything off. So we got that to take out the old stuff, which probably not going to be very easy because this metal sleeve, well, it's steel. And if it looks like anything on the outside of this thing, it's probably going to be rusted in there. Because this don't move. Nothing moves. It's like a spacer, basically. And acts as a sleeve. So, just got to get the old stuff out. So yeah, that's pretty much my day. Pretty interesting. Kind of boring and interesting. Keeps me on my toes, I suppose. So we'll fix up the truck tomorrow. Hopefully, well, we most likely will. It's in the shop at work, so we'll get it done. So hopefully, it's just the fuel filter. But anyway, yeah, I had a pretty good morning. I talked to a friend over in Germany, Mr. Pilpock. I had a nice little conversation. Yeah, I enjoyed that very much. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Enjoyed that very much. So yeah, I've been trying to get Christmas cards out. I was going to do that today, but with truck issues, that didn't happen. So I will get those out. And I think I still need a few more addresses. Who do I need? Life in 906, Billy from Philly. Mr. Pixel, do I have yours? I don't recall. I'm not sure. I don't remember. If I don't find it, I'll ask it. You guys don't have to give me your addresses if you don't want to. That's fine. I just want to send out a little card and put a little something in there for everybody, and wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah. So yeah. Nice little. If it wasn't for Bucking and it started with Bucking. So if it wasn't for Bucking, I would have never gone to Nick Pixel's channel. And if it wasn't for Nick Pixel, and Bucking put together, I would never met these guys, these people from all over the world, and it's just I consider y'all friends that have great conversations with everybody uh, almost every day, and it's just it blows my mind. It's amazing. Yeah, I I don't, this YouTube has done so much for me, changed my way of thinking, my way of life, and for the better. You know, it's just it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. Kind of lost for words there. Just I don't know what else to say. I love it. I'm very grateful to meet everybody that I have, and I can't wait for more to come. It's just it's awesome. Just awesome. Oh, anyway, I'll let y'all go, and y'all have a good day, good evening, good night, whatever it is in your part of the world. I have to say your part of the world, your time, because you're all over the world. I know it. I know a little bit people from everywhere. It's crazy. It's amazing. So. Anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Oh, and I thank you all very, very, very much for wishing Elizabeth a happy birthday. And I did tell her, and she says thank you. And she actually got a little bashful just for me telling her. And I told Miss Pillpock and Taz, Miss Taz, man. I told her where you are in what part of the world, and she's like, she gets a little red and a little flustered and kind of shy when I told her what part of the world you're how far away you are, and she's just like, huh? I'm just amazed, you know. I just it was pretty cool. I wish I had it on camera where you would see her reaction. I told her, Miss Pillbox says happy birthday to you. He's all the way from Germany. And she just jaw dropped and she loved it. It was funny. And Tasman, I told you're all the way on the other side of the states, way over there. And it was just great. She's just like, that's really far. I was like, yeah, it is. It's far, but it's not. To me, it don't seem that far on YouTube. It seems like we're all in one little community, one localized area where we can just pop on there and see somebody, and it's just it's great. I couldn't be more grateful. But anyway, I'll let y'all go now. So please be kind, be safe, please spread the love. I'll see y'all on the next video.